Excitement is building in Loring Park, home to Gai Noi, which has now landed on the New York Times prestigious list of 50 best restaurants in the whole country. It's the only Minnesota restaurant to make this year's list, but if you haven't heard of the Laotian restaurant yet, there may be a good reason why. Kent went to check it out and see what the hype is all about.
Sharon, this kind of national notoriety came quickly. Gai Noi just opened its doors here in Minneapolis back in May. So today we paid it a visit to find out what makes it so exciting and what's behind the name.
Gai Noi came from a type of grain of rice that is unique from the region that my family is from in Laos. It's a short, stubby little rice. Because it's like resemblance of a little chick, that's why they call it Gai Noi, which means little chick sticky rice. Really, it's just kind of like, my tribute to my home country of Laos.
To see that humble grain of rice now published in the New York Times,
I feel like I haven't really processed this yet.
Is something Chef Ann Ahmed is still soaking in.
It's huge for me.
Though she only opened Gai Noi 4 months ago, it's actually Chef Ahmed's 4th restaurant. And Lat 14 in Golden Valley and Kaluna in Minneapolis are still going strong.
2005 was my first restaurant. That's almost, 18 years ago? That was Lemongrass in Brooklyn Park, and we just closed at the end of March so that we can open up Gai Noi and focus on Gai Noi.
That's a big leap. Were you worried about what would happen?
Of course, and it's like when you're in the restaurant business, you're always worried, you're always taking risks, but at the same time, this location really spoke to me.
It spoke to the New York Times as well, the writer recommending a second-floor seat overlooking Loring Park to pair with the standout menu.
The food, I hope, keeps bringing them back.
Speaking of the food, my favorite thing when I come to a new restaurant, and I haven't been here yet, is to ask the server, what would you recommend? I never get a chance to ask the chef.
Yes.
So what would you recommend?
And I think it's the hardest question for the chef because the chef writes the menu. So it's like for me to okay, here are my kids. Let me pick which one is my favorite. But yeah, I do have a few. So some of my favorite are going to be the Luang Prabang style papaya salad. I went straight for it. It's going to be spicy. You can't adjust the spice level. It's gonna be funky. It's gonna be smelly. You can't be like, oh, can you put less fish sauce? No. Oh, and then you can't miss the basil wing. I know it's on every single menu. You'll find it at Lat 14 at Kaluna and also here. You can't come to any of my restaurant and not have a plate of basil wing and the sticky rice. And it's a short, stubby, round sticky rice that it's going to be very similar to what you eat if you went to Laos and had the Gai Noi. The perfect bite is you grab the sticky rice, you dip it into the papaya salad sauce and grab a little piece of meat with it. You have to come ready to eat with your hands. So we have silverware, but we kind of keep them away, and so for you to really dig in with your hands.
And she says it's pretty cool that her unapologetic embrace of her food and the relaxed family-style atmosphere of her culture has been embraced by the public and now in print.
I feel very honored and very validated for what I do to be on this list, especially to represent our home state and our home city, and plus doing the food that I grew up with. In my Minnesotan home, I was eating Laotian food. That means a lot to me, and to be recognized on a national level is the highest accolade or recognition that I feel that I could have earned.
Of course, I wouldn't be doing my job as a reporter if I didn't taste the food that Ann recommends and report back to you. So Sharon, I'm gonna do that now. I'll post the results on social media, and until then, I'll send it back to you.